All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to find Hill here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He'll have a first line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Anthony Sherman taking it in. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive up early. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Goff on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Here we go, Thor. Here we
go. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Goff now looks to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that will be Incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. It's caught at the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. The third quarter, room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 59 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Conley's got it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Michael Brockers in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Black 58 rail.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the kick by Butker is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they run with Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. We're good. We're good. Listen.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
66.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Super one.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's gone. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Another carry now for Gurley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Now gone. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And remember here, no timeouts.
And this may be a case of too little, too late, unless they throw one towards the end zone and get a Hail Mary.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody. All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's Herman, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On first down, Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Well, while we have a second, wanted to touch on a new program that's making its debut that's got a lot of people excited, Charles. It's the Madden 99 Club. Now, what that is, gives special recognition to those guys with an overall rating of 99. Of course, that's as good as it gets. So through a partnership with our friends at Nike, you're going to see custom one-of-a-kind gold. He's got it at the 15. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Mahomes now to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Now Mahomes. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They've taken a step back to see what the 49ers have done through 4 weeks of the season so far. They're now 1-3 with the loss last week, CD to the LA Chargers. And they're under 500 through 4 games for the 6th straight season.
And this year began with so much optimism about them taking the leap. Remember, they went 5-0 down the stretch last year. But when injuries kick in, and they're getting clobbered more than normal. They may be the team this year that has to talk about the major injury bug. Quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, running back Jerick McKinnon gone for the year. Richard Sherman now out a few more weeks. Mike McGlinchey, their first-round pick from Notre Dame, gets hurt against the Chargers. Dante Pettis, their second-round pick. Marquise Goodwin, Joe Staley, Matt Breida. All these guys have been hobbled at some point or another. This team can't catch a break.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And able to find Conley. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Here again is McKinnon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for
a looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
11, 13. Yes!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, 29 yards. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Kansas City Chiefs. Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Left, 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 left!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he knocks it through. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to kill a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll run it. This is Michel. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
29, Alpha. That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Right.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Right. 54.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Wait, 20. 29, Alpha. Go.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to look deep for it. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, 56 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Well, CD, a quick look back at Week 4 in the NFL. Not good for rookie QBs. They went 0 for 4. You had Rosen and Mayfield making their first starts, both close losses.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold took on Jacksonville, one of the better defenses in the league. That's a tough go, and obviously lost that game. And then how about Josh Allen in Buffalo going to Green Bay? The Packers wearing the throwback uniforms. He almost didn't have a chance in that one. That was a really difficult one. But you mentioned Rosen and Mayfield. Close losses, acquitted themselves pretty well overall, although Mayfield did turn it over 4 times in the game. But I like what we're seeing out of him. The one winner, though, was Lamar Jackson, but it doesn't go on his record. He wasn't the starting quarterback, used a little bit in their game in their win over Pittsburgh.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. Breaks through. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New England Patriots coming out to take over the football yet again. And Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game, but it was a 1-2 start for the Patriots. The whispers, the dynasty's over. What's going to happen now? And boom, 38-7 over Miami in what you might call a get-right game.
Yeah, it certainly was a get-right game. And kids just pretty much set your watch to it, pull up the calendar and go, oh, the Patriots struggle a little. Who are they playing? Ooh, that team's in big trouble. And this time it turned out to be Miami. You know, Tom Brady had not lost 3 games in a row since 2002. He had lost 2 in a row this season. Didn't get to that 3rd one, did he? No. Played awfully well. Defense played well. Just stifled Miami early. And the New England Patriots, we can write a different story about them now, can't we?
Yeah, 2 upcoming home games on the heels of that Miami home game. Indianapolis got 29 yards that time.
Hold 50. Right. Sugar.
Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now Brady again. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Now it's Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Allen Bailey able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On second down, here's Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
53's the mic. 53, check out. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Rip. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On third down, Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Regular. Wait 20. Wait 20. Check it. Let's go. Sugar. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. So we got man. Sugar. Kill.
The final shot before half for Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Patterson. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Brady throwing on second down. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And it's Michel once again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
No, 66.
To throw is Brady. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first. Reps in half number 2. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brady now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Brady will try again on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brady now on third and goal. And that's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes, and an alley to run. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. They'll run again with Hunt. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a 3-yard gain. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Butker now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now out come the Patriots. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Like 20.
To throw is Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
He'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Black 58 rail.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow. Z. Check.
Now Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough. Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Mahomes will try again on second down. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
180.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Unable to corral him, he fights through. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now it's Mahomes again. And able to find Conley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His 1st catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Caught, Kelce, left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And again, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Mahomes now to throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly keeping proper leverage and communicating well, too.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So they get a break there as the penalty moves them to the 5 for another 3rd and goal. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Time for the Rams to get the ball again, and earlier we were touching on their 4-0 start, but the way that they've done it offensively, so impressive. They're now the 10th team, just the 10th team in the Super Bowl era to start 4-0 while scoring 30 or more points in all their games.
So you're telling me that defensive coordinators around the NFL that have the Rams on their schedule, there'll be no sleep.
Yeah.
All right, you
watch out.
Yeah, because look what they did to Minnesota.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a handoff for Gurley. And now running right through it. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are in for 6. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And what do you on here in this situation. If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Black 20. Hey, 76. 76.
Now Goff on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mahomes now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
The
final shot before break here. Gone. He's letting it. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more.
Got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Here's Gurley. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Gurley again here on first down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Shoving through the defense. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Goff now to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. Kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick in the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he'll win it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now it's Mahomes again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet. But
He will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Mahomes to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. And now another one thrown incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to sling the... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee.